We're talking property now, thanks to our partners GJ Gardner. Property values are up for the first time in 5 months. This is according to Cotality data, which is out today. The increase, 0.1%, but it is the beginning of a turnaround. Joining us is Owen Vaughan, Oneroof editor. Owen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. So we wouldn't quite get the champagne and out and celebrate, or would we?
Well, look, after the winter that we've had, and we've seen property values decrease for quite some time now, I think any break in the cloud is going to feel like a World Cup win. I mean, it's only marginal, but it feels like there's a glimmer of hope in the market.
And what are we seeing in terms of listings? There's still a lot of stock out there?
Yeah, look, there's still a lot of stock, but that stock level has come down. But the feeling is that the stock that's out there is stock that isn't the kind of stock that buyers are desperate to pay good money for or to act quickly for. So there's a lot of stock that's there that people can actively say, I'll sit back, maybe wait for something better to come along, or maybe for prices to drop. And I think that's been the feeling in the market for the last year or so.
Whereas if you've got, and it's happened in the area where I live recently, if you've got something that's renovated or recently renovated, it's good for a family or it's good for a downsizer, they're flying like hotcakes.
Look, there's properties that are just flying out the door. With those exact qualities. We have one where we just reported on, which is in Grey Lynn, a double-storey villa, snapped up in 5 days. Didn't even get to auction. The buyer saw it, didn't want to miss out, and just put in an offer that stopped the auction. And we've seen that in certain cases where properties just fly out the door because they're special. There's some properties out there that don't have that star quality, so they are finding it difficult to find buyers. But if you've got those kind of properties, wow, you're in for a good spring.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about the regions? Because wherever the benefit of our exports goes, we're seeing some property buoyancy there as well.
Well, look, the areas where we've started to see lifts in value, Otago, Southland, and I think in the Cotality data and our own Oneroof data, we're seeing strong lifts in Tauranga. And that's on the back of some pretty big sales. But in the regions where there's more affordable properties, properties that are within first-home buyer budgets, and first-home buyers are the biggest force in the market right now. They're taking advantage of those lower interest rates. Those are the types of properties that we're seeing good demand for.
Oh, and I spend a lot of time, too much time on Oneroof, just perusing and property porn. I'm quite into it. What are your numbers telling you? You've been looking at Omaha in particular, north of Auckland.
Yeah, look, so in Omaha, it's a beach town. For viewers who don't know what Omaha is, it's a wealthy beach enclave. It's got a lot of stunning batches, not your 2-bedroom shed. It's the luxury house that most people would dream of owning as their own house, let alone their holiday home. And we've seen prices lift there around about 130 grand. That's in 90 days. That's quite a lot. And that's on the back of some really big ticket sales there, and there's some records that are there to be broken. It's a market where we're seeing the demand is huge. It's just not enough of that quality stock that hits the market, and when it does, it just flies out.
You're about to show us one. In fact, I think we might be looking at it now, 201 Omaha Drive.
Yeah, well, look, this is a different kind of property. One of the agents said to us, don't go to Omaha expecting bargains, but I think this qualifies as an achievable property, a bargain as such for Omaha. It's by the beach. It's got an RV that's below 2 million. Now that's way beyond prices that I would ever expect to pay for a house. But for some people, when they're in the market, when compared to paying 8 million, 9 million, 10 million, under 2 million, if it goes for that, because there's a lot of demand, so it'll probably go for more. That does seem like a bargain.
Yeah, in relative terms, I guess it is. One man's bargain is another man's mansion, isn't it? Hey, thanks, Owen. Good to see you as always.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Owen Vaughan, Oneroof editor with us this morning.